to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Ruchakadash. Double honors to my apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the brothers out there pushing the word of sincerity and truth. And shalom to the elect out there, which consists of the men, women, and children that have the true, sincere faith of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. I'm the brother of Mouth out of the DC church. I'm just coming at you with in transit. Because, I was meditating on Edom, Esau, and I seen that a brother put in the chat that I think it said this is why Esau, Edom needs to be pushed off the earth. And it was a lady basically trying to stop the geese, if I'm not mistaken, from basically mating. And I'm just like, man, because I was already in the spirit like, man, yo, this place sucks. You gotta constantly fight for your health and stay away from certain foods, and he's constantly trying to make supply you with drugs that's gonna mess you up for life, or you gotta pay to go to national parks, you gotta pay to go to aquariums where you could go see that in the water, man. But the water's so messed up and it's so polluted, right? Because one thing about the certain areas, they don't have like a sewer system to where it goes to like a plant. Sometimes they have the plant not too far from that area, and they treat the water, and they keep all those, the feces and stuff like that, and then they try to sterilize it and put it back into the goddamn water. But that's why you don't see a lot of fish getting growing. I like fishing. Now there's a spot I like to go to in Baltimore, just for the the pleasure of just chilling and fishing, man. It's real therapeutic, and I never caught anything. I think the biggest thing I caught was like a bass. I'm not sure what kind of bass it was. I'm kind of still wet behind the ears in that area. And I was like, yeah, the fish don't grow because he's constantly putting that stuff in the water, man. Yeah, man, like what he puts on the food to grow, and what he puts in the soil for the food to grow, so make sure it grows. It's like, man, yo, and I said there was a technique I seen someone do that. Basically, what they do is it's like the scraps of the food, like the fruits and vegetables that they don't use. They basically put it in water to ferment, and it's what is it called? It's natural fertilizer. And I said, man, time and time again, the internet does not fail about pointing out Esau, Edom's wickedness. And it's just like, what else do these people need to understand that Esau, Edom is by far the wicked? It's not us creating the laws and and these statutes that's grievous, and that's why, hey man, sometimes you catch yourself going through things because this world is so polluted that it got so many demons around here. It's just messing with us, man. It's messing with our spirit. We're not supposed to be living like this, man. Driving on this pavement, sitting in traffic for hours, and everything's far out, and it's madness, man. And you see what happened when Esau Edom ruled something. This is what you get, not teaching people how to drive better, just to make life a tad bit easier. But he puts all that stress on us and hell on us to where he's wearing these people down. The life expectancy is going down even more, He wants to implement his New World Order, and then put the micro C-hip out there and constantly beat us down through the pollution of the air and the water. And a lot of people, they just don't get it. They just think that this is life. This is not life, man. Everybody's stressed out. Everybody's, oh man, just want to hurry up and get home. At least some of us, because that's why nobody's on the same page. It's constantly traffic and no one's doing it. He got all this technology, but he can't fix the traffic. He can't fix the water. Can't fix the air. That's how we know Esau Edom to be the wicked, man. Because these things are fixable. We know he got the technology. He don't want to do it because his desire is as hell. And that's another cut for the hell doctrine. Because if his desire is as hell, then who the hell wants to be living in hell if their desire is to burn up forever? So it makes sense that the grave, hell goes back to the definition, like going to like the grave, the pit, the earth, a condition, But we know that was talking about like the earth, like because if you think about like a quarry, like I've been to a quarry to where they basically was digging for like precious metals and stuff like that, and they left a big massive hole, and it filled up with water, and yeah, man, that thing was big, yo. And I think about like there was this one show I was watching where they was basically digging for gold out there, and I'm not sure where it was at exactly. I think it was in Alaska, and you see those massive big holes where you got big dump trucks going down hills, because that's how far they dig, His desires as hell, man. His belly cannot be satisfied. And he will not stop because he was designed to be the wicked. And the Lord is showing us that through all of the stuff that we're going through, that we can still be saved. We can still go through this hell. We can still keep our faith. We can still keep our integrity. Just like believe and trust in the Lord. He will protect you. He will He got you. You just gotta believe and work on the spirit and not the flesh. We see that the flesh, man, is just nothing but agony. You desire to be with a certain woman. She sees that you like you. She sees that you like her, and now she wants to give you the run around and play that game. And it's like, man, this place sucks, because it's like, surely oppression make for wise men mad. And that's why I said it's not good to be mad all the time. It's just like you just have to learn how to be numb to certain situations and get over it. Because repetition builds belief. You constantly go over being angry and mad and frustrated all the time. That will bring a spirit, a vibe, right? And that will put it on other brothers to be in that spirit and that vibe of like being angry all the time and this, that. Like, of course we go through hell, man. But what about when we are amongst the brethren, we're in the midst of the Yahweh Shai, and then we're in the kingdom, man. But this place could get to us, man. So that's why we have our ups and downs, our lows. But I just maintain, and the Lord will provide. And I said, I told myself, like, throughout your trials and tribulations, the Lord had your back. Right when it didn't look good at all, stolen bags, all types of things, man. People breaking into your car, and it's like, man, for you to go through that, it sucks. And it's like unexpected bills be coming up. These goddamn cameras. It's like, man, he's putting cameras on the fucking highway, bro. On the highway, man. Pulling people, like, that's another thing too about the justice. Damn, man, that's another can of worms. It's like the justice industry sucks. Police posting up at nighttime, pulling you over because you didn't make a complete stop at a stop sign. Like, what type of bullshit is going on? Want to search the car? Just everybody. It's like, what world do we live in? A world where it's nothing but hell, man. I'm just looking at the other side of the highway now. I know, man, it's like it's repeating the same thing, but that goddamn traffic is so annoying. People not understanding to get over, and like, what is this? But this is what we live in, man. But when the righteous on authority, man, the people will rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, man, people mourning, man. people dying of cancer. we're gonna poison the food, right? Because I was telling my woman about it, because it started off with John D. Rockefeller. Like basically, when doctors, they believed in natural healing through like herbs and things like that, and proper diet and etc. He came out. He had something called the Felix Report, to where he was persecuting the doctors for doing natural healing because he wanted to push his oil. I'm just like, man, that's not even hard information to find. But that man, he did that, he did that, and now they got this whole ring of like multiple companies. Was it like BlackRock? I forget the other ones, but like basically they all in control of each other, and they know not to break rules, because when you break rules, you will be judged. So you don't want to pay that price. And that's why the scriptures talk about he wants to be like the Most High. Because I thought about this issue I got, right? And when I first looked it up, trying to get rid of my thing or whatever, and I couldn't find anything, but when I did it again, I seen some things, and I looked it up again, I can't find nothing. And I even asked AI, right? And AI was just like, oh nah, there's no. I was like, nah, yo, because there was one that I held on to, and I was like, yo, it worked. I was like, all you need is more consistency. You'll be all right, mate. And that's the thing, like, hey, just pray to the Lord for the vision, because but there's no vision, the people perish. I mean, hey, there's no vision here. There's no vision here. There's nothing but downhill, y'all. Nothing but, like, you just see, like, what's that movie, the Black Mirror, to where he just had those, he just wants you to work those little small jobs. It's crazy, right? He wants you to work those small jobs just to keep you in slavery. He wants the computers to take over a lot of people's jobs. Hey, that's getting ready to happen. AI taking over bus routes, fast food chains, totally lose your job. And that's how we know, like, hey, for the market, it only makes sense for the mark of the beast to be, the micro C head. There's no other. It doesn't, because it makes sense to where you're gonna need that to do anything, to travel, to pay for gas, pay for a bunch of things, man. To do a bunch of things. Natural life will never be the same, because he wants to get you, and that's the only way. He's like, yo, he's gonna make you bow. He wants to, and you put inside you to where, just in case, we need to clip that. It's an easier target. It's easier to have, to where you can just turn that thing off and you're done. You're through. There's nothing you can do. Versus like now, you can hustle, get a side hustle, get paid cash and things of that nature. Or nah, he wants to cut all that off, and that's how bad he wants it. He wants it so bad. It's all good, man. Pray to the Lord. Threw my mind off, man. I hate that. But now, the micro, the micro C hit, where he wants to put that in all the people, so you could bow down to him, come to him for all things, and for everything. That's why. That's how we know it to be true. It only makes sense. His desires as hell. He don't want you to be doing this. He wants to monetize everything. He wants to create this world like where he can see everything from a computer. And it's like, a lot of people don't get it. They don't want it. Nobody. A lot of people don't want to get it, and then there's some individuals that's just blinded by the Lord. And we know some individuals to be willful. Like, that's one of my scriptures that I like to go to, because it says they shall be willingly be ignorant. not mistaken. It's like I'm misquoting it a little bit, but a lot of people, they wanted, since, and I said I know that to be true, because since you said it and they didn't say it first, they don't want to listen, and that's just the truth. I said even in the truth, right? Sometimes you might say something to a brother, because I said something to a brother about stick shift, and he denied it quick as hell, and I was just like, yeah, there it go, you see that? And I was like, I had to explain to him, like, nah, it's just, you don't have to learn it. It's just something that people enjoy doing because you get full experience of like driving the car. You're more in tune with it. And yeah, he denied it, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not wicked, but I said, you see that's just like, there's something I see in the people in general that and it's because we're in the flesh, and yeah, since you did it first, I don't want to listen to it. It's not. But I said, like, that's why it's constantly, go over the repetitions, because repetition builds belief. Like Apostle Gabar likes to say, repetition is the father of skill. Keep doing these things, believe in the Lord. You're gonna go through your ups and downs. You're gonna have just, when you up, just try to stay up, and you be good. Yeah, I ain't want to make this too long, man. I just seen that Edom Esau out here bothering the geese, messing with nature, like always, man, creating genetically modified foods. Like, why are you taking seeds out of the goddamn cucumbers? I was like, they don't even bought, like, I'm like, okay, I can see the watermelon, right? How you kind of got to spit it out, but even still, it's good for you. But nah, he don't want nobody to be growing food. He don't want you to live off the grid. It's we could go on for days how badly just wickedness is, and how he's just constantly gunning to keep you down. And especially it's geared towards Israel, because it just has that the Lord put that spirit on him. But he's willing to kill his own people to get to us. Wicked. So, well, yeah, with that, I hope he was motivated in the spirit. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the brothers out there pushing the word of sincerity and truth. Shalom to your elect out there. I'm your brother Amon, Father DC Church. I say shalom.